Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. For today's video, I am doing a Christmas Clean and Decorate With Me 2023 marathon. I combined both of my Christmas Clean and Decorate With Me videos all into one video to give you lots of decorating motivation. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Christmas Clean and Decorate With Me Part 1. In today's video, we will be doing the most important part of my Christmas Clean and Decorate With Me, which is putting up the tree. I will also be decorating a few other spaces in my living room, but like I said, you guys, this is part 1. I have a few more videos to come with lots of Christmas decorating. Mom life, you know, it's mom life. I can only film for so long. Tatum girl was napping during this time and then she woke up and I was like, okay, we gotta stop. So I am fluffing up my tree. I am putting it together. This is a brand new tree for this year. Honestly, when I took this tree out of the package, I was so worried it was going to be way too big. If you guys remember my tree from last year, it was 7.5 feet, but honestly, it felt very, very tiny. So this year I was like, okay, I'm going to get myself a new tree. I don't really want the flocked look anymore. I'm going to go with a 9-foot tree. And this tree was definitely 9 feet, you guys. I'm not even done putting on the final topper of it. It came in 4 different sections and it is massive. So I'm very happy. I absolutely love it. It is a little big, but I am getting used to it because I'm comparing it to last year's. Last year's was so tiny. So this is it. And then I quickly realized that I am way too short to be putting this on. I gotta grab something to stand on. Now the fluffing of the tree, you guys. This is my least favorite part. I have 9 feet of fluffing to do. Last year I definitely don't remember not liking the fluffing part, but this year in this giant tree in all its glory, I have to fluff it out and make it look perfect. So that is what I'm doing here. And also, in case you guys are wondering, I did move the egg chair to put this tree here. I did move the egg chair outside. It is outside now on the patio. I'm gonna miss it, but honestly, I'm gonna keep it there. And then once I take the tree down after Christmas, I'm going to do something else in my living room. So no more egg chair in the living room. It is done. It is on the patio now. So I went ahead and plugged in the tree. It is perfect. It is lit up and I love it. Next, we're moving on to the tree collar, you guys. This one is from Home Goods. It is perfect. I love the gold and it's almost antiqued looking. It's just amazing. I love it. Once you guys see the bow topper for my tree, it looks perfect together. So definitely excited about this find. It was a little pricey. It was $49, but it's huge for this 9-foot tree. I couldn't find anything else that fit this one. I loved last year's tree collar, but unfortunately it just did not fit. So I'm going to snap this together and this totally elevates the tree, you guys. I love tree collars. I used to have tree skirts and I definitely have converted to tree collars. So this is how the tree turned out. Now we can move on to the decorating. So I got some really pretty new ornaments this year. These are from Studio McGee. They are McGeeandCo.com. Her website. They are just stunning, you guys. They're so beautiful. And this is the bow topper for the top of the tree. Look at that combination, you guys. They were like made for each other. It's the same like texture and everything as the tree skirt. Now for the best part, the decorating. These Studio McGee glass ornaments were so heavy. I'm not used to having glass ornaments because of my kiddos. I usually get the shatterproof and they're very, very light. When I would go to put these glass ornaments on the tree, they would just immediately drop. So I definitely had to kind of play around with it, move the branches, but these are my favorite, you guys. They are the velvet. They are just so pretty. It's like a deep brownish red color and then a tan color, and it does have some like silvery kind of dusky blue kind of colors. I love them. Also, I'm mixing in these ornaments from last year. I'm sure you guys remember them from last year's 2022 Christmas Clean and Decorate with me. They're velvet. They're so pretty. They're on Amazon. Unfortunately, I cannot link them. They are no longer available, but I got a really good deal on those. These were like the first velvet ornaments that I have ever purchased, and I love velvet. It's like my new favorite thing. I love velvet ornaments. I think they're so pretty. They add so much like coziness and texture. And since I had so many big round velvet ornaments, I did want to use these as fillers. These are from last year. They are a combination of just tiny little matte taupe ornaments and then shiny taupe ornaments. I thought they looked really pretty with all of the other colors. Also, I'm mixing in these adorable little bells that I got from Target last year. I don't have many of them, just a few, and honestly, I think Brielle took a bunch of them, so I'm just going to scatter them throughout the tree. Let me know, you guys. I actually want to know your opinion on this. I was debating if I was going to add ribbon to the tree like I did last year. I had tied little bows on the tree and I absolutely loved it, but this year I was a little unsure. I didn't want it to be too much going on. I'm actually going to test out a little bow here just like I did last year. Let me know, you guys. Let me know if I should do the brown ribbon or the cream. I kind of was leaning towards the cream. I just didn't want it to be too much. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Now that all of the ornaments are on the tree, I'm going to put up this adorable tree topper, which is the bow. I ordered this also from McGeeCo.com. Now let me tell you, this was an Olympic sport trying to get this up here because this tree almost touches my roof. Like it's just a few, as you can see, a few inches away from it. And it was so hard to get that bow up there. I had to grab the ladder for this. And this is how my tree turned out. Now moving on to the garland underneath my TV. On my TV stand, I'm just taking this garland that I've had for honestly a few years. I believe I got it from Hobby Lobby. It's a really pretty dark green color, but it has on the ends very faint gold sparkles. It's just really, really pretty, really neutral. And I thought it went really pretty with the tree and didn't overdo it. I do have some garland that is lit up with Christmas lights and ornaments and bows, and it's flocked, and I didn't think that would look good next to this tree, so I wanted to go with something very simple with just a touch of gold. I thought it was perfect. Next, we are going to hang up my stockings. These are my absolute favorite from Target last year, and I do believe they have them this year as well, and even better, they have them in brown, which I really wanted to get this year, but I love the cream so much. I think it's perfect with my tree. I think anything brown would just be a little too much dark. So I'm going to remove this picture and I'm going to hang up the stockings right here on the wall. I've got my good old meat pounder. So my mom was over, you guys. That's who I'm looking at right here. She was laughing at me because I was holding up my meat pounder to use for my nails. I was telling her, I was like, I don't have a hammer. So that was kind of funny. That was my mom behind me who I was talking to, and we were just laughing together. So right here, I'm just kind of figuring out where I want the stockings to be. I honestly, as you'll see, like at the end result, I might move them up a little bit. I feel like they're a little low on the wall, but I was ultimately wanting to cover my little outlet. I don't know if you saw, it's not an outlet, it's a little light switch. I wanted to cover that, and I've got my handy dandy meat pounder. And so I'm going to nail in the wall here, but ultimately I might move them up a little bit higher. I'm still debating, but this is where they're gonna go, just all four of them lined up on the wall. And stay tuned in my next Christmas Clean and Decorate with me. I will be adding more to my gallery wall. I know that's new. I just added a really pretty black and white gallery wall to my wall in my living room. I still have to add more pillows to my living room because I still have my fall pillows out. I have to decorate my kitchen and my dining room, so I definitely have lots more Christmas decorating for you guys, so stay tuned for those coming up in future videos. So once I got all of the stockings lined up on the wall, I stood back and I was like, I feel like it's missing something. It's just so plain. So I decided to take the ribbon that I had that initially it was going to be for my tree. I tied really pretty bows on the stockings, and I think it made such a difference and made them so much cuter and have a little bit more going on because they are cream colored stockings on my cream and white wall. So I felt like it needed just a little pop of that neutral color, and these colors also tie really well into my tree. I ordered all of this velvet ribbon from Amazon. It's really reasonable. They give you a whole lot too, so I can definitely use it in other areas of my home. I believe I'm going to hang up the garland on my giant mirror with some golden bells, and then I'm going to tie a really pretty big bow with this ribbon as well. So it's going to be in other areas of my home. I'm just going to cut the corners of the ribbon just so it looks a little bit nicer. This is actually my mom's idea. She was sitting behind me and she's like, you should cut out a little triangle out of the bottom of the bow, and she was totally right. So she was helping me with Tatum that day and she gave me that suggestion, and it definitely makes it look a lot better. All right, everyone, so that is it for today's Christmas Decorate With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, definitely stay tuned for more upcoming Christmas Clean and Decorate With Me videos coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. For today's video, I am doing a Christmas Clean and Decorate With Me. This is part 2, so in case you guys missed the first one, I will leave a link in my description box so you can catch up on that. Here's a look at my living room. I did already decorate this in my last video, but for today's video, we're going to focus on Christmas kitchen decorating as well as console table decorating. This is where I'm going to put my console table, you guys, right behind my couch. I had previously had it right where that gallery wall was, but it was honestly way too claustrophobic, so I'm going to push this over behind the couch. So a lot of you guys remember this console table on the back wall right under there. So I did put a new gallery wall right here. So I no longer wanted the table right here. It was just way too claustrophobic. So honestly, you guys, I am loving it right here. It's a hair big, like it's a little too tall. I wish it was like maybe just a little bit shorter, but I really like how I, reused this. I really didn't have anywhere else to put it. So we're gonna put it right here and decorate it. First things first, it wouldn't be a Christmas Clean and Decorate With Me without this Peppermint Myers spray. I'm also taking my microfiber cloth to wipe things down. It has been a while since I've wiped this console table down. Even when it was on that back wall, the girls would always put like their popsicles or toys or drinks and stuff like that on here. So it was definitely time to give this a good wipe down before I put all of my Christmas decorations on top of it. The first piece of decor that I will be putting on this table is my very, very favorite Minka pot from Anthropologie, you guys. I love it so much, but here's what I did, you guys. I waited way too long to get the stems, the Christmas stems. They sold out. So I was at Michael's. I picked up 2 little pieces and I just made it work. They're not even the same, but I was like, no, I want something for this Minka pot because I really, really wanted to put something Christmassy in it. And yeah, this is what I got, you guys. That's what happens when you wait way too long. I swear, I was at Target one week and they had so many stems and then they are gone the next week. So I am taking this really pretty garland that lights up. I'm going to just line it in the back of it. It actually is really nice because it's kind of a nice transition from the couch to the table. It just kind of seamlessly blends, and I'm just going to kind of bend it where I want it to lay. Next, I'm taking this Made for Living book and then this other Magnolia Home book. I swear by these, you guys. I love them so much. I decorate with them a lot. I'm just going to stack them here. And then my favorite part, you guys, this gold candlestick holder. I think it's so stunning. I love it so much. And how pretty are these spiral green candlesticks? I was so excited to find these. These were from Michael's. I'm just going to put this on top and put the candlesticks inside. I went ahead and added a couple golden reindeers, bottle brush trees, and I just made it really, really pretty. And then I'm going to light the candles. That way we can move on to the next area to decorate. I did pick up this really, really pretty, it's like half Sherpa, half just extra soft, cozy blanket from Home Goods. I love the color, you guys. It wasn't too white. It was more of like a taupey cream color, so I'm going to lay this on my couch. Next, I'm taking this snowflake blanket. It's also like the same color. It's kind of like a taupish, grayish tan color. I love it so much. It's so pretty. It's from last year. I'm going to lay this on the other side. We love so many blankets this time of year. So it's just, look at all the pillows and the blankets. It's just extra cozy. Now I'm going to put a little bit of decor on this coffee table, but first I am going to give it a good wipe down. For my coffee table decor, I wanted to keep it really simple. I'm just taking This Is Home book from Amazon. I'm going to set it in the middle. I'm taking this gingerbread candle, you guys. It smells amazing. This little Walmart saucer that I picked up for just a couple dollars. I'm going to set those there. And then I'm taking my gold candle snuffer and I'm going to put it right next to it. Now, this is my favorite part, you guys. This is my gallery wall, but we're actually going to add a little bit of Christmas flair to it. This is how it turned out. I know I did go over this in my last video, but I am so obsessed with the black and white frames. It just looks so good on this wall. So I did pick up this gold picture, actually two of them, these gold picture lights from Amazon, and I'm so excited to hang them up. I feel like picture lights just completely elevate a gallery wall. What I did for the video was I just used these little command strips to hang them on the wall. I probably will change that later on because I don't feel like they're that sturdy, and also with the command strips, they don't stay flush to the wall, but I really wanted to hang them up. I was just way too excited, and I didn't want to wait for Tyler to kind of help me hang them with the nails and the mounting and all of that. So honestly, so far we haven't had any issues. They're holding up pretty well, and the one positive thing about the command strips is they're really easy to take down to charge them, but I might just eventually mount them just for the sake of them being flush with the wall. But how pretty are they, you guys? I love them. I'm just going to adjust them because you can kind of move the light where you want them to be. So I hung up my gallery wall with the lights. You guys, I'm so excited. Next, I'm going to take this garland. I want to tell you really quick how I did it in case you want to do this too. So all I did was I took a stem from Michael's. It had a bunch of these on it, and all I did was I peeled them apart, and then I took the wire. So let's see. There we go. So all of the stems are in a wire. So all I did was I took the wire and twirled it around together to connect this. That way it can hang over the lights. And then I'll show you on this one too. There we go. So all I did was I took them apart, cut them off the stem, and then the existing wire, I just wrapped it around. That way it can just hang on top. I thought this was super cool, and I didn't have to get all these like separate pieces or spend a lot of money. Literally 2 things of this pretty garland from Michael's was maybe 10 bucks. I loved how the garland turned out on these gallery wall lights, but I do feel like I needed a little bit more. I'm taking this brown ribbon that I did put bows on my tree with, you guys. I asked you guys in the comments if you thought I should put bows on my tree. You guys were pro bows. I did have a little bit of that same ribbon left over, so I thought it'd be really pretty to just kind of tie a very light bow. I attempted a bow, you guys, but unfortunately with the thick velvet, a bow wouldn't really lay flat on here, so I just did a little knot, and yeah, I love how it turned out. Now moving on to my kitchen, I feel like it needed a little bit of Christmassy touch. I did hang these really pretty vintage frames. If you guys remember my fall clean and decorate with me, I did take out the old pictures in here and I put in some really pretty fall prints. I did the same thing with Christmas, you guys. How cute is this Santa? And then this little village city with a Christmas tree. You guys, I got these frames from Goodwill for literally $3 each, and I think they're so universal. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to keep taking out the photos and keep switching up different photos for every type of season. Now I'm going to give my kitchen a really good wipe down. I'm going to spray all of the countertops with that Myers peppermint spray, and I'm just going to make everything clean. That way we can add some more Christmas decor. So I'm not gonna lie, I like that Christmas song because it reminds me of Home Alone, you guys. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite holiday Christmas movie is. Let me know in the comments. I love Home Alone. I love Home Alone 1, and then I love Home Alone 2. Any of the Home Alones after that, I'm just not a big fan of. 1 and 2 are just absolute. I mean, I literally could watch them all the time and just never get sick of them. So let me know in the comments below. The last place in my kitchen that we're going to clean is my island. Tyler, the girls, and I were making sugar cookies, and they made a big whole mess. I tried as best as I could to clean it up that night, but I realized that there was still a lot that I missed on the counters. For the middle of my island, I'm taking this really pretty wood and gold tray that I'm just going to lay in the middle, and then this pretty little wreath I actually got from Bath and Body Works a long time ago. It holds the 3-wick candles. I did pick up this candle from Michael's and it fits perfectly, so I'm so happy about that. I thought it was really pretty. It was like a little cut crystal glass with like an opal color to it. It's so pretty. I'm taking this Christmas tree cutting board and I'm just going to lay this in front of the other cutting boards, and then I'm going to remove my copper teapot, you guys. I'm going to put it away till another time. I love it. I got it when I was antique shopping, but I'm going to tuck it away and then take these bottle brush trees that I had left over. Actually the two on the right light up, and then the brown one, I just love the brown. So I'm going to stack these right here. Now, I did already hang this up, but I really wanted to show you guys how stunning does this look. I put garland on my big Arhaz mirror with the bells and the brown bow. I couldn't wait, you guys. I got the garland. It was like the last garland I could find that was really long, and I just put it up really quickly off camera, but I wanted to show you guys how good it looks. I was very excited for how it turned out. Now we're going to wipe off my Arhaz mirror because of my sticky little kiddo fingers on it. Not too much. It actually wasn't too dirty, but I'm just going to give it a quick little wipe. Now moving on to my dining table centerpiece, I'm taking this dough bowl that I've had for a couple years now. It's my absolute favorite. It comes in a 2-pack on Amazon. I literally use this so much throughout my house for fall decor, Christmas decor, spring decor, so many things. I'm taking this garland that I did have left over and I'm just twisting it around in this bowl. That way it can lay inside the bowl, and then I'll have some room on the inside to put these really pretty oversized ornaments. I love them so much. I love how big they are. They were way bigger than the traditional ornament that I have. They just have a sparkly one and then this pretty kind of textured one. I'm just going to lay them in the middle of the garland. Alright everyone, so that is for today's Christmas clean and decorate with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys!